All right, welcome everyone. We are live. It is 4:56 Central Time. We are joined by people from all over the globe tonight. Incredible talent. We have Lord Ashes, Hollow Fox, Demon Gund, and of course, as always, Blue Box and Evelyn here. We're bringing you some really fun stuff. Now, I've been hyping this up a bit, John. You promised some surprises, so we will.
Oh yeah, it's
going to be fun. Now, of course, we only have Hollow Fox and Lord Ashes for the first hour, so we can dive into configurations and customizations on the back end of my Tailspire or other stuff you want to talk about in the back half of the hour. Because I've got this set for 2, but I want to be respectful of the time for both Lord Ashes and Hollow Fox. And we have people popping in the chat now. Welcome all. You'll be, again, heard, not seen for a couple of minutes. We'll kick off a pre-roll here, and then we'll jump into tonight's chat.
excellent.
And I hope all the tech works. Because I'm not using a TRS-80 like John. And to give you a bit of prep, I will ask both Hollow and Ashes, if you guys could, I'll ask you for a bit of background at the beginning of the stream. Just like tell us about your history with gaming or programming, and sort of your experience with D&D or Tailspire, and kind of how you got to where you are. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that because I want to get into the content, but I think it'd be fun for the audience to hear a little bit more about both of you.
Who wants to go first?
I'll call on you. I think since you spoke first, you're going to go first.
Damn it.
Wait, so no, wait, not yet. Just wait a moment. So
Not live yet.
So again, you're only heard right now. No one can see you. So if you want to grab coffee or take a shot of vodka or whatever you want to do, no one can see that right now. They can only hear your voice.
I wish that our grocery delivery
where's my
people
caffeine?
could deliver.
Hollow took my advice.
I was like, what's that?
I love it. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Oh, Pat66 has pizza? Is there any pizza emotes? No. Seems like a missed opportunity somewhere. The elusive Istallry flame. So are you in the Greyhawk game, Evie? You are? How was the last session? I haven't had a chance to watch the VOD.
Oh, it was a session.
Mystical Unicorn People. Too soon to talk about it? Oh no.
All right, coffee, check. PC, tech, and check. Coffee, hot, ready to go. Blue Box kicking off. Hello, Manda, John, Hollow, all of you, Pat, jumping in already. And let's kick off quickly and see if the audio works here, because it's been a bit wonky on a couple other streams. The only sponsor we're going to talk about tonight is not a sponsor. It is BlueBoxCon. coming up May of 2022. BlueBoxCon 1 happened last year. We had people from all over the country that came out, blew my mind, and I think we're going to have 70 to 90 people coming this year. It's incredible. These are shots from last year's con. Gaming, minis, terrain, artwork, great people. It's just a fun time of D&Ding. We used physical terrain. We also used Tailspire. We just enjoyed getting together and playing games. We also had the Ren Fest. Our Ren Fair here is right next door to my house. It is one of the best Ren Fairs in the country. Castle Gwyn. Such a great time. Sign-ups are happening on tabletop events next week. BlueBoxCon 2022, May 13th through 15th. And now, welcome. Tonight I am joined, as always, by Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn. I'm sorry about Moria last night. That was
no spoilers.
it said, I'm just sorry for like all the XP that she got. It was just too much. Like she leveled up like 10 times. It was just way too much. Okay. Hello. Yeah, exactly. Hello, John Demon Gun. Good to see you as always. A frequent viewer and visitor here on Blue Box. And then tonight we have two newcomers. We have Lord Ashes and Hollow Fox. Now these guys are, well, I'll just say, probably 10 times smarter than me. We're looking at some real mad geniuses of Tailspire tonight and talking about plugins and mods. And I'd want to get out of the way and let them really like jump into the meat of the content tonight because we only have 1 hour with the two of them. John will be on with us for the back half of the 2 hours. Hey, hello, Patrick. Good to see you. I'm going to let you, John, kick this off tonight and steer it in any direction you like. You're the man with the surprises. You're the man with all the cool stuff to talk about, and your ninja is connected to my stream. So,
sweet. We going?
Yeah, let's go.
Ready? Do we want to do? Anyway, I'm Demon Gun. I make stuff in Tailspire, and I talk with the Tailspire modders like Lord Ashes and Hollow Fox just to kind of give them some directions on what builders or players might want in addition to stuff that they want to work on just because it's fun. But really all the stuff you're going to see today is all done by them. I just happen to use it. So I just don't want to take the credit. Like I'm showing you these awesome things that they, put in all-nighters and stuff to create. So I just want to make sure nobody gives me too much credit because all I do is just talk about it nonstop, incessantly for hundreds and hundreds of hours, which sometimes gives people the impression that I've actually worked on. It's not true.
All right. Well, I love the humility, but I got to say you do more than that. You post tutorials and videos. You expound on the quality of their content. You're an important part of this ecosystem. So I think you're being very humble with what you said. But thank you. Lord Ashes, please introduce yourself.
Okay, I guess I'm going first then. Hello, I'm Lord Ashes. I've been playing video games and programming since way back in the 80s, starting off with my VIC-20, Commodore VIC-20, and I've been role-playing all kinds of systems, not only D&D, for about the same time. So that's quite a few decades.
No, that's awesome, man. And first name I could reference you by? Or do you prefer I call you Lord? I can call you Lord if you prefer. Ashes. Okay, Ashes. All right, Ashes. Welcome. And yeah, so I remember all the Commodore stuff. I had the Atari 2600. I remember in television, how cool Intellivision was. My friend had that with the little knobs and dials. So love the Lord is taken, says Lord Gazumba. Exactly. We'll call you Ashes, but Lord is taken. I'm sorry. I tried to get my wife to call me Lord. It didn't work. All right, Hollow, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Polo. I've been into Dungeons & Dragons for about 8 years now, and I've been into computer games for over a decade. Yeah.
And Hollow, have you ever played tabletop D&D? Like, have you ever sat in the game and played D&D?
I usually end up being the dungeon master more than the actual player.
Yeah, and I see those books on your shelf there. So I figured that was the case. Awesome. So, and how'd you get involved with Tailspire, Hollow?
I actually found Demon's Gun's video on YouTube, and then I kind of looked and watched him on Twitch. That's how I really got into it.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. John, back to you, my friend. Everyone knows Evelyn and I, so no introductions needed.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this from the as bare bones as you can get, as far as an introduction to plugins. And kind of before we get into adding the custom tokens and stuff, right now the plugins I think are on their third generation adding custom tokens now to Tailspire. And so as people kind of watch the process of getting them loaded in and displaying them on the screen, hopefully some folks have been around to see the first two generations, because the difference between first gen and now is wildly different. And I can't wait to see, where we head in the next, 6 months to a year even.
Yeah.
So first up, you go to thunderstore.io. You start here, you go to Tailspire, and you download R2 Modman. It is a thing with a very strange name. That's kind of a relic, but this is the tool that you use to go get your Tailspire plugins. So you go get it, you install it, and you run it. And now there are 92 plugins at this point. Not all of them are like user-facing. But what we're going to look at today is what's called the Extra Asset Registry and Library. And so first, when we were doing custom minis, you would select the mini, you'd hit a transform button, you'd have to type in the name of the asset that you wanted to use. But now we have ways of adding the actual library within Tailspire. So we're going to take a look at this first, because it does way more than just allow you to have custom tokens. We're going to be looking at animations and effects and auras, as well as the transformation.
All right, so when you say animations, let's stop there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean when you say animations? I hope you mean what I think you mean.
Yes, that is what I mean.
So there was an old video game for your, I remember it was a black and white game. It was vector based, but it had the character would sit there and tap his foot when he was bored. I forget what that game was, but that was my first sort of experience with animated stuff. And so can we animate tokens in Tailspire?
Yeah, we'll see it. That's
so
just
I'm so geeked up.
You're gonna need to take some downers or something.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
It's gonna explode. So I created a new
Castaway. That was it. JR got it. It was Castaway. That was the game. I'm sorry. Chats. Yeah, they're helping me. It was I remember that. Yes, he would sit there, tap his little foot, vector-based foot.
Is it like a point and click game? Or?
No, it was an arcade game. It was an arcade, John. I'm sorry. There used to be these machines that would stand up in rooms where people would actually go to play before they. Yeah, sorry.
So I made a new profile called plugin demo. I'm going to select this profile, and I only have 15 of the 92 something installed. So you started modded, and actually, I changed my mind. I saw there's something new that I want to go get real quick, because I think it might be kind of neat and exciting to look at.
So John and Ashes are both super quiet. You mean?
Am I quiet?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me look. I mean, that's got to all be part of your, because I have one audio input. Yeah, so put the mic close to your mouth. That's it. Probably.
Is that any better? Test.
I mean, you sound good to me. Hey, Toriano. Yes, I know, JR. That's why.
Low.
Okay, so let me.
Hello?
You can adjust your mic volume in Zoom.
Audio settings in Zoom.
Right. So in audio settings in Zoom, your mic.
Level.
Right.
Yeah, your mic.
Yeah. Push that. Push. It's
Okay.
maxed.
Wait, automatically adjust? Nope.
Exactly.
Yes.
Turn that off.
Test.
That's
Test,
better.
test.
Yeah, you sound good to me.
Audio settings.
Yeah, so they're saying better.
Yeah, because if
Test,
you
test, test.
have it, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, the auto will mess you up. So
Yeah, it
So-
tends to stifle.
In the beginning, in Tailspire, and I went ahead and loaded up a boss room because, you know, it's where we want to start. We have like a goat. We have goats, and we have all the things that Tailspire has provided for us. But now, it used to be to replace this with a token, I would do this. I would hit a button combination. I'd have to type some stuff in. But now, designers can release token packs that you just download as a plugin, and then suddenly they're here. So like here's an iron golem, the stone golem, right? So now we have all of these things that actually do display within the Tailspire library down here. And it's just as easy as clicking them and dropping them out. And one that I would like to show you is this assassin. He comes with, this assassin comes as one of the defaults with the plugin as an example of what can be done.
okay.
So if you look at him, you might notice.
Oh my god!
You might notice something.
Subtle, but it's there.
It's
Yeah.
Castaway. He's
So-
yes.
The way that they have designed this is that each token can have a certain number of just any general animations, whatever they want. I think there's like, is there 6?
There is 7 that you can hotkey, but then you can have additional ones that you, like the previous plugin, can call up by name.
Oh, so Ashes.
have to
So
type it
so you're saying if I have a mini or an asset here, hotkeys could animate different parts of the character, like arms moving or stepping back
So-
or breathing or what?
So for example, so what Lord Ashes is saying is that you can hotkey any 7 animations on Alt 1 through 7. But if you have even more than that, then you'd have to actually manually like type them in. But in this case, this is kind of a default ready pose. I can kill him. Right? He can do a Hadouken if I want to do a Hadouken move. He does a little kick, right? And then we have our, this is actually a ready stance here. And I don't think he's moving on this one anymore, but that was Alt 4. And then
No,
Alt
the chat's freaking out. Do that a couple more times. Like don't rush through that. That is.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
This has been my dream for Tailspire. Like.
And there's no, I think they're currently coming out with the standards right now as far as Alt 1, the standard is that is the death animation. Alt 2 is a standard special attack.
Right.
Whatever those standards are going to be, the kind of artists are coming up with that. And these models, they're all rigged up and animated by the 3D designers, and it's just bundled up in a plugin. And so when you download this token, and this one actually I think has sound.
Oh yeah, you can do
Alt 9?
Control 9, I believe. Yeah.
Is it Control 9 or Alt 9? I think it's Alt 9.
Oh, Alt 9.
Yeah, Greg, we get it. We're killing you over here. We get it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think that was all of them, and then we have. I think he'll play sound. I don't know that you can hear it. I'm not sharing my sound.
Here, let me kill all my sound because it's probably interfering. I'll kill my Tailspire instance and my background.
Oh, I'd have to share my audio.
Yeah, you can do
You
that.
might hear it through your mic.
Yeah, you can do that.
It won't do it through my mic. There's no way. How do I? I'd have to update my OBS Ninja to share my screen audio. Can I do
Yeah,
that?
go ahead. It's like Zoom. Like Zoom, you can choose to share screen or share screen and audio. I think you do that on Ninja too.
Okay, I'll see if it works. Here. Did anyone else hear that?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Okay, so I don't think our audio stuff is gonna let me share. Or actually, can I do it through Zoom? Can I share my? If I share my screen and then do the. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
It's
Let
all right.
me config. Oh, here we go. Audio source.
Yeah,
No audio
take
source.
your time, man. We're among friends here.
Default microphone. Because I stream, my audio setup is
So Holofox, while he's doing that, can you tell us about how you go through creating some of these mods and plugins that you've done? Your name has been extolled by John for months and months to me. How'd you get into this?
I first got into it by learning the actual Unity engine. And a lot of it was much learning with the BepNext system.
Right.
And the first actual mod I made was an actual request for image to plane. So that was my first hands-on on actually getting into the modding. After a few months, we've started to develop better technology to more efficiently update the game to do what we want to do.
So with image to plane, was that part of the function of, I saw John had done this as well, have a map, an old 2D map of a module, pop it in, and then extend it into a 3D model? Is that what you're referring to, or what does image to plane mean?
So image to plane is basically loading in a 2D image and put it as a flat surface, which you can actually start building on. So
right, yeah.
it is a huge builder's tool.
Yep, exactly.
A big of the early work was trying to get our user access into it, so our easy installation of mods.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the audio. Oh, I heard him. I heard him yell. He goes,
Yeah. So let me kill
promise
all my
that.
background music here. So we have utter silence for you. Hang on.
Well, no, it won't. I'd have to figure out which audio source to switch my OBS Ninja to when I'm using Voice Meter, which has like.
I have
8
all
or
the
9
confidence in the world in you, John. You can do it.
It'd be easier for you to install it and run it, but I don't know. It would just be a matter
It's
of
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
prayer. Anyway, so
we'll take your word for it, but it is
Yes.
actually yelling.
it does yell, and there's some. It's not perfect yet. Like you'll notice when I navigated boards and then came back again, like he went through an animation, and I heard the sound play again.
Right.
And so there's some stuff that needs to be finessed in here. But that is custom tokens with animations and so transformations. So transformations are pretty handy. There's a new iteration of this that's going to come out. So this is like for shapeshifters. So say I've got my goat here, and now I'm going to shapeshift into this warrior. Like you just hold control and click your new token.
Oh.
And right now it doesn't maintain stats, but in the future it will. So you can just very easily replace your bear druid, with whatever you want. He's going to transform into a cow.
Polymorph spell.
Polymorph, you turn him into a fish, like you do.
Wow.
Or goat. Okay, are you ready for the next big thing?
Well, I am, but I think I want people to absorb this. Yes, Lilith can become a death llama. That's right, Evelyn, exactly. Druids, they can, yes. Biggie Paw, Toriano, yeah, the chat is all loving what you're showing. So
here, actually, we might do one of these guys. Actually,
what is that? Ah!
Phoenix finished him.
Oh my goodness. No one knows what that is, right? What are we seeing there on the screen?
That's the Pale Lord, folks.
That's a Pale Lord. Born, and it's so ironic also because Wheel of Time just kicked off this week, and the Pale Lord was influenced by the Myrdal, or the Fade, of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time, and then, sort of a doppelganger and Myrdal Fade amalgam created the Pale Lord, and now he's 3D modeled and like Mike Disney is painting him. I'm sorry. I just got to be quiet. I'm just too excited. I gotta shut up. I'm sorry. You guys run the show. I'll just sit here as a fan. Sorry.
This is one of the big surprises. This is one of them. There's one other one. That I don't know if you want to do some sort of like subscriber goal before we release this into the wild.
Okay.
But,
oh no, that is not allowed. Stop.
So,
No.
Yes.
So, this has not been let loose on the internet yet.
Nor shall it ever be.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know. I'm going to hand it to you and whatever needs to happen.
This is Glitter Bomb John. This is a hateful piece of artwork by Pat Draws. And I have the mini sitting right here, but I will not give it the light of day. I'm just... I beg the internet community not to do this, and it is now in. It is now in Tailspire.
I mean, yeah, Phoenix. I mean, he went through and textured everything. I got the Hero Forge file, and I'd done 3 or 4 before that, but that particular Hero Forge file like didn't have the Unity 3D default.obj object, and so he really had to put in some work to get it in.
Wow.
There you go. Okay.
Now, is there an animation for that one?
No, but I bet someone could very easily go into Unity.
No, please don't. Please don't. I don't want to imagine what that might be.
Give them a couple of dances, maybe do a twerk, right?
Yeah, as long as the speedos don't come off, I'm okay.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that we saw the animations on a non-Hero Forge character.
Right.
I just recently did a video of how to add animations, how to add the bone structure and animations to Hero Forge characters, so you can actually animate your Hero Forge characters.
Dude,
so
drop that link.
What? Yeah, can you pop that in the chat, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashes, like share it with the crew, and it's gonna get like, so don't be discouraged. We only have 30 to 40 viewers now. It's gonna get bigger. I normally start at 5:30 to 5:45, so we're really early tonight. But I'll give you a chance, both Hollow and Ashes, to pop your stuff in the chat here at the end. You'll get some more followers and whatnot. It's gonna grow as we go.
So now, let's say the Pale Lord is not okay with Glitter Bomb John.
He's not.
Right? Well, how about we nuke him?
What?
Yeah. How about we cast some, what do we have? Arcane Spikes. Electrical Storms. Impact Fires, right?
Oh my gosh.
So the extra asset library now, it did before. It did auras and effects before, but now they're like really usable. All I have to do is target a mini and then just hold Alt, and it will just do it over the token as if your other token's like casting a spell on it. Or you can do it on itself if it's like a buff, like if it's Bless or what have you. There's one that's like really freaking cool. It's like a circular buzzsaw looking thing, like this one.
We'll find it.
Nice.
That one goes for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice spikes.
Gosh.
Which is it the column of electricity one?
The chat is freaking out. Yes, exactly. No, JR, I know, Evelyn, I know. I'm sorry, Moria, but Hops and Dragons, it is pretty cool. Biggie Paw, I am amazed as well. Tom G, yeah, Druids, yes.
So, yeah. When you have like particle effect animations, there's going to be another revision of this that's going to happen that'll probably have like a time to live, so you can put like an aura on someone and have it remain. Oh, I'm sorry. So when you target someone like this and then you hold Alt and click one of these, that is considered an aura. It's a very short-lived aura. It goes away. But you can also take them out. Like, so say I cast my weird buzzsaw flaming thing like over here. You can actually put it as a token and have the effect persist from that token.
And if you hide the base, the effect will still persist if it's a persistent one.
Yeah. And so there's another iteration that's going to come out that'll you set it down and it stays, versus just going away like a one-shot thunder column. But yeah, so you can take, you take your fog cloud and just set it somewhere. Take your buzzsaw, just set it over here somewhere and let it go. There's
so
a
question in the chat: can you change the radius of the effect?
Not right now, no. Right now it's like a set particle effect.
But I think the particle effect is pretty broad and looks good. So it would be nice maybe later to change it. But I think the radius you have is good.
Well, this is like version 1. I think this is what Hollow for all of you, this is what Hollow did an all-nighter for, to have this prepared so we could show it to you today.
It's
but yeah, this is version 1.
it's
Yeah, I
my
totally didn't scale it at all. I just went, yeah, that's done.
Yep, just drop it in.
I was gonna say that's a good question. If you size it up right now, like if you size the mini up, will the effect size up too?
oh.
No clue.
I've never tried that.
Well, let's try it. No, not with that mini. No, of all the minis on that board, that one.
Of all the minis on the board, that's obviously the one that needs to happen. There it is. Wah. I don't think it scales.
No, it looks the same. I think it's still freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Golly, I am blown away. So the back half of the stream, when Hollow and Ashes drop, is going to be John Demon Gun configuring my Tailspire with all, like, I already got R2 Modman, but you're gonna like configure all my Tailspire stuff, and you can walk people through. It's for the people. It's so they can see how to do it. It's not for my benefit.
You can have all of these plugins that I have right now in less than 10 minutes, and you don't have to change any of the configuration, and it will do this. The only thing that I have custom is with the lighting plugin, where I wanted a special light that looks like a chandelier. That's just got a particular kind of soft glow to it.
No, that is so helpful, because like with certain ambient, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't have, I don't think we have lights that are just themselves yet, do we, Lord Ashes?
No, you always attach the light plug-in to an existing mini. Yes.
Yeah, and so the strat right now is to, I think black cats are like the most common, but people will go in and make a bunch of black cats and then just give them, the chandelier light, and then you just hide the black cat.
You can also go into the props and have like the lanterns that don't have a light, turn them into a mini, and then you can attach the light to that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What if we go find a can I get to my props? The UI's a little.
Here, let me make this screen even bigger for the viewers. We'll cut to the bottom of this, but I think this is like, you guys got to see this. Right.
Let me grab. Here we've got a. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm gonna use the converter hammer on this thing. So now my. Here we go. I'm gonna make it fly. Here we go. Actually, if you make it flying, I think it loses the light.
I think the light doesn't work with flying.
But now I can like set this lantern, up here or whatever, wherever I want it to be. That's probably more appropriate than a black cat.
Yeah. Wow.
We haven't. No, I keep saying we. The modding community hasn't quite cracked tiles yet, tiles and props, and I'm doing what I can to incentivize that, so that we can have alternate versions of these torches that you can toggle off and on, like make the fire appear, make the fire go away.
Right.
But we haven't quite got there yet. It's on the list.
No, I've had several moments where I would like to do that. So like when it happened last night, someone grabbed a candle, did something off the table. I just delete the asset. I would love to be able to just kind of actually pull the fire out from it.
Yep. And I think
you can do that now. I just recently released a plugin called the Relay plugin. So if you use the light plugin to actually add the light like you just did, you can have the Relay plugin link that to a lever or something like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't yet work with the levers that came with Tailspire. You have to have a custom asset to do that. But yeah, in a demo I show using a lever to open a door or to turn on a light.
Yeah, the catch, it's really powerful. I think the catch is right now that it takes a lot of setup. Like if you have a custom lever that you created that has two animations, like one where the switch is this way, one where the switch is that way, you can have one lever potentially like open 5 doors. Have one switch make a bunch of candles light up. It just takes a lot of time to set it up right now.
Yeah, it's the setup is basically a configuration. It doesn't have a nice GUI for configuring it.
So a quick aside here for any of you. I'm a Tailspire fan. Everyone knows that. I've used it on all my streams for the past several months. I'm not as in the depth of the technology as my three guests tonight, but I'm pretty decent with it. But when you're talking about things like toggling 5 different torches or the hide volumes, John, that you've worked with, are you seeing a point at which you and the community will produce content? Here's a dungeon, here's an asset, a slab, a board, and you as a user, maybe someone even less techie than me, that can just pop it, know what to do to change the ambience, the lighting, the hide volumes, or is that just not something that you see happening in the future?
I think we're making headway. I mean, I think it's inevitable, right? I mean, that's inevitably, everything is pushing towards having the UI be as intuitive and easy as possible, and kind of filling the gaps that Bouncy Rock has while they work on other stuff. With the inclusion of the relay plugin, where when you open a door, these 4 hide volumes reveal, that's really powerful.
Yes.
I think the challenge now is, how do you package it up? How do I hand a board to someone else with all of those things? And
and they have to have the plugins. That's a good point. So,
but if it's as easy as I build a board, I create the configuration files that define all of the relays, and then if you get the board from me and you have all the plugins installed, I can just say, here, unzip these config files into your directories. That's about as easy as it could be done right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I can just add a little to that. Definitely a lot of these plugins were kind of building the back end of it first, make it functional, and then the next step would be creating a GUI so that it's more intuitive for users to use. But obviously we need to make the back end work first before we can get to that step.
Yep. And what I love being a builder is, even as kind of complicated it is now, if I have a way to get it all set up, and it takes me 8 hours to do it, but then I have a really easy way to have others import that without having to double the work or redo it themselves, that's a huge win for me as a builder. That's like just massive.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, don't take my question to mean I don't think this is actually quite easy, what you've shown. I'm just trying to put the cookies on the bottom shelf. So if we got people that are just blown away by tech and they're only used to tabletop or minis and they've not really worked with the VTT, I want this to be as accessible as possible because, man, the power is just incredible. Now, before we move forward, I have cookies. I have one request. I need some words from Hollow. He's giving no words. I need words from Hollow.
Agreed.
Any words, anything like just like anything you'd like to talk about, what you're working on, how you do it. Like I only have 26 minutes left with you, and I want you to feel like you had a chance to talk tonight.
So most of the stuff I do is usually the framework, the back-end stuff. Only recently we're doing a little bit more front-end stuff and patching the actual UI, which I think is going really cool. Upcoming, we actually do have new categories within the actual asset browser down below. So as you can see, there's like a couple of extra slight GUI errors, but in the upcoming update, they will actually be fixed and be sorting out effects and auras down there, separate from our minis. So make it easier for people to look through stuff.
Right. No, that makes sense. And Hollow, by the way, John has often referenced you. Like when he needs something, he reaches out to you and he tells me like you've got a little posting he can do, and you can he'll pay, and you like create these assets and these custom things. So how can people, if we got a lot of fans here of Tailspire in the chat, if they want to reach out to you and say, hey, I'll pay for this or that, where do they go to reach out? And again, no, not compelling you, like you have to do it, but if they want to ask you, where would they go?
We have a modding Discord, which is pretty open to community. Anyone can like join it, and we give our support there to anyone who wants to get into modding, ranging from just installing it and fixing bugs to actually taking their first steps in writing their own mods. So they can actually go there. We do have a small channel for bounties. So far, only Demon Gun has posted anything there.
Yeah, no, I think, and the bounties, I think, is what John referenced. So have we popped that in the chat, that Discord for, I would like that to be in the chat. And you can pop in, because we got a lot of Tailspire fans in here, so you can pop it in there. It's no promise he'll do it, but thank you very much, HoloFox.
And so there's a lot of other folks, like the, so I posted 2 bounties for a project I'm working on because the board was like absolutely so massive. And I can show those plugins a little bit later. But it was great because it was the first time that someone claimed a bounty that wasn't HoloFox or Lord Ashes. It was just a random dude who was just like, I think I can find the thing, and then he did. And he was very proud of himself. And it was all I needed was for the selection size to not have a limit. That like the 100 by 100 limit doesn't work if my board is like 1600 by 1600. It just doesn't work.
Right.
But
speaking of bounties, I feel sorry for Lord Ash. He keeps getting sniped.
No,
he's always like, I got work, or
there's 2 things I wanted to add. With the Discord, the other important section there is there's a lot of knowledgeable people on creating those custom assets. If you want to learn how to, you know nothing about it, you want the process, there's people that can help you. And then there's a whole channel for when you know the process, but you need a little help with the actual modeling of your assets. There's people for that. And beside the bounty, there's a ideas channel that's a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily have a bounty assigned to it, but if you have some good ideas what you'd like to see, a lot of the plugins that we created were based on somebody saying, is this possible? So even if you're not, able to pay a bounty, drop an idea, and somebody might run with it.
I love that. And Hollow and Ashes, do either one of you have Patreons or other sorts of support systems that people can subscribe to?
I do have a Patreon, but all my stuff is released open source, so it's just helping me cope with my caffeine addiction.
Well, pop the Patreon in the chat as well. Caffeine addiction should be supported. We all share them.
I do not have a Patreon, and yes, all of my plugins are also open source, so anybody can look at the code, and even if they want to make some modifications, they can do a pull, and I'll review it. And I've had some of my my plugins be greatly improved by other users, so.
That's the nature of a community. That's so cool. Evelyn.
Also, I just want to. Sorry.
No, go ahead, John.
Also, in the Discord, it's not just the modders and programmers. There's a huge number of 3D artists in there. Was it like Tom Scott, Murderbot, Fenix is in there. There's a ton of 3D artists that are always. There's a channel that's so over my head, and like, how do I set up the meshes to do the whatever the hell, like. If you're looking to create your own style, like 3D style with stuff to import, or if you're wanting to convert existing things, there's a huge resource for that there.
Like it. Evelyn, any questions you have or things from the chat that I've missed?
Not really. Demon gonna answered a question from
follow.
Tom Geo about doing some stuff with the having multiple candles be able to blow out at the same time using the relay plugin.
Exactly.
That was really the only thing.
Okay. And welcome, Fizz Cannon. All right. So back to you, John.
Trying to figure out what else. Oh, yeah. So there's one other plugin that I didn't really mention quite yet, and it's called the Replicator Plug-In. And the Replicator Plug-In does kind of what it sounds, where you take one custom asset and it's going to replicate it somehow. And one of the ways that you can do it, and this one doesn't have like a very super great UI quite yet. You hit Control F, and it's going to do is it's going to tell you up in the corner. I don't know if you can see it on my screen, but it's like replicator's turned on. I'm ready. Then you use your drawing tool to draw a line. Whatever you want, really.
Lines
Then
or a
circle.
sphere area. Yeah.
We'll get there. That's the good one. So once you draw it, and you right click, you have to type it in. So this is where it's not quite intuitive yet. I just happen to know it's wall of fire.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that? That's what I'm talking about.
I could just see where this tool is going. This is what I dreamed of as an 8-year-old kid 42 years ago. This is incredible.
And but wait, there's more.
Pat wants s'mores.
So that's the line, but you can also Control F, do the sphere,
right,
and do the same thing. Wall of fire.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So wait, whose work is this, John?
This is a combo, I think, of both. This is the. Wait, no. Is Replicator only Lord Ashes?
Sorry about Lord
Yeah,
Ashes.
Replicator was my work. Yeah.
All right.
I'm still waiting on the Wall of Ice asset.
Yeah, I tried to make a wall of ice. I really wanted to deploy a walls pack, and the wall of ice just was not convincing. I've got a nice wall of thorns, but that hasn't been released yet because I'm still trying to add a few more assets to it before I release it.
Holy crap. So to all of you, I'm grateful, but I think just for that wall of fire, sphere of fire, a round of applause for Lord Ashes. Bravo, sir. Absolutely incredible. The fans are liking it on the chat. People are like blown away. That's amazing.
So let me do one more here. How about column?
And real quick question while you're doing that. So I've noticed placing multiple light sources has a pretty heavy GPU drag. Like there are lava setups that people had done for certain boards and slabs where they just put up 500 pieces of fire and that crushes your GPU. With your effect here with Wall of Fire, is that mitigating the GPU impact, or is it going to do the same thing that you see when you have
No, it's probably going to have the same thing because it's really creating. That line is really filled with a whole bunch.
All of independent reasons. Yeah.
Walls of fire.
So I have 120 frames per second right now, right? Okay, are you ready? We might need to cover our eyes. I don't know what's really going to happen. Oh! So it went down to about 70.
That's not bad.
That.
Yeah.
But let me run the Wall of Fire again. The point of that demo was supposed to be that you can use any of those effects with this.
Right.
They're not persistent right now like the fire is.
Right. Yeah. Fake lava using lots of flames.
Wall of Fire. Okay, so I'm getting 120 right now. 117, one down to 70 maybe.
No, and that's different than the flames I've seen used for other. Yeah, that's wow.
Oh, we could do them at angles.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
My God, dude.
Apparently, I don't know how I got that to be at an angle.
Because what happens is when you create that line or area.
Oh, it's wherever the line goes.
There is like a one token base that's hidden.
Let there be fire.
That you can actually then move it with. So then, yes, if you tilt it, you can get it on various angles. Yeah.
Well, does it not follow if I just make the line go up there? Like if I make the line go over here and then go back down to the ground again?
Well, let's test it.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Seeing it for the first time here on Blue Box.
I believe so.
I think it might work. I think it might do that. Let's see. Yes!
Yeah, so it's an angle. But also, so like he said, like Lord Ashes said, at the beginning of the line, there is a token. You can't see it because it's hidden, but I can actually move the whole thing.
I'm crying here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm weeping. This is. I
told you this is going to be good.
I've dreamed of this my whole life. I can't believe this is now reality. This is so freaking cool.
Here, what's the dark energy one called? The stripes. Where's the Earth Shatter? Dark energy purple.
It is epic, Toriano, no doubt. Thomas, yes, you know, you can see it. Chatters.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, all the bad guys are going to be high-level magic.
Exactly. Oh, it's another lich, and another lich, and another lich.
Let's see what this. I don't know what this is. Yeah, that got me down to 25 FPS, but worth it.
And you're running at 1080p?
I'm running.
Or are you on the 4K?
I'm at 1080p.
Yeah, because that makes a difference.
I have an RTX 3070.
Okay.
Finally.
Yeah, I've got dual 3060s in my box, but Tailspire kind of struggles using dual GPUs, but I think they've made improvements. I feel like my assets are not being as heavily used over the last couple of months. So I don't know what Baggers is doing on the background, but Baggers I think has made some important changes on the tech side.
Mm-hmm. And so I think we wanted to
related to the Replicator plugin. We've shown it here with the effects, but it will just as easily do regular minis. So, I mean, normally you're not going to want to replicate 100 mages, but for example, you can have. We're showing this all as actual characters, but you can use the same process to make props. They're going to act like minis, so they're going to act sort of like Tailspire if you take a prop and turn it into a mini. But for example, you could grab a mini of a tree and then use the replicator to make yourself a forest.
Okay, let me go grab the miscellaneous interior spike. Right? Where's my spike? Here's my spike. That Heimdallr says I use this way too much.
Fitzcannon says now he will have 100 mages. So
So I've got a spike here, right? So what you're saying is I can replicator the spike?
You should be able to replicate the spike.
How do I do that? I haven't had any luck.
Oh no, sorry, you can't because replicator you have to enter in the name of the asset, so it only works with custom assets.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can do it with, say, the Pale Lord.
Yes, you could
Is
make
that what you're telling? Is that what you're telling me?
We're gonna have multiple Pale Lords.
Can I?
That's just what my party needs.
Do I just do Control F and then just like do it?
Well, you just need to know what the Pale Lord asset name is.
It should be Pale Lord.
Okay.
Nope.
No. So it's probably the asset name was something different.
In other words, it's your fault, John.
Pale Lord. That's what it is. Ben _
There you go.
Pale
See?
Lord. Control F. Make a line. A line of Finn
_ Pale Lord.
Pale Lords.
No way.
Right?
No way.
No way.
Nope.
No way is right.
Oh.
Finn Pale Lord. Finn Pale Lord.
I'm sure it's still your fault, John.
I have probably screwed it up. But why does it say?
No, JR. No more of Glitter Bomb John. That will not happen on this stream. We could lose the entire stream. Wait. My tech is like I see lightning is striking around me. I feel my breakers are shaking.
What about the assassin? I mean, his name. If I manage to screw up the assassin, that's.
I believe it's L.A. Assassin. Lord Ash's Assassin.
Underscore?
No, just one word.
L.A. Assassin.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Assassin. Nope. I'm doing something's wrong. Something's wrong there.
That's okay.
Probably me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You might have to look into that.
Being able to replicate the Wall of Fire is probably the big win.
No, that's...
Dude, I didn't realize you could make the.
I never rewatch my own streams. I probably should, but I've got to rewatch this one.
Fire. Well, for the last hour, I can easily get you to the point where you are doing.
Oh no, that's what we're gonna do. But we got 10 minutes left with Hollow and Ashes. Gentlemen, anything else you'd like to talk about? Projects you're working on, passions, great memories of playing games, advisory notes, cautionary tales, whatever you would like to talk about. Let's start with you, Ashes.
Okay. Not really. The only thing I would like to say is a lot of the stuff that I make, as Hollow said, he does a lot of the back end stuff. He's starting to do more front end stuff, but he was doing a lot of the back end stuff. So a lot of the times, I get credit because that's what the users see. They see, the extra asset registry. They see other stuff. And I want to really give, credit to Hollow because, the extra asset registry would be useless without the library that Hollow created, which, figured all the stuff out. Usually it's Hollow who kind of breaks the breaks into the important stuff, and then once he does that, I run with it and turn it into something that the users use. So I really want to make sure that everybody gives him credit, because without his hard work, and even for my own personal plugins that I do, sometimes I run into a brick wall and I go like, Hollow, you know how to do this, and like give this a try. So I really want to give a shout out to him, because without his work, I would have a lot less plugins available.
Well, no, I think well said. Thank you for that, Ashes and Hollow. Your name has been hallowed by John Demon Gund. I've heard it so often, and I know you are the backbone of many of these mods, and we are thankful for all this work. Bounties will be aplenty, and that Patreon will be visited, I promise.
Thank you.
Hollow, anything else you'd like to talk about in terms of the process you go through, how you select bounties? Tell us about the hard work that goes, beneath the sort of a visible area for the casual user that you do.
So a lot of the work I do is a lot of reverse engineering. So I actually kind of take a peek at the actual code. A lot of it recently has been learning new tech that we can apply, and as well as refactor old code to optimize it. So, for example, the radio UI, I recently actually updated it. It's using better infrastructure, because the old one was pretty much spaghetti code. Like, even I had no clue what I was doing anymore. So we rewrote it. So now, if anyone else wants to get in modding, it has very up-to-date documentation, implementation, as well as people can actually read through things. Most of my framework stuff is like, I need to be able to do something. I'll do that as a separate task, and I can release it to the public, and then Lord Ash comes along and makes something great out of it.
Wow. No, I love that. And I'm sure this is just the beginning. 2022, I'm sure we'll see a ton of new customizations and mods. You guys are freaking amazing. Any other questions in the chat? Yes, it is so cool. Thank you, Toriano. Pat Draws. No, an illuminating thong would not be epic. That is absolutely off limits.
It is the internet.
I know, it is, yes.
Yeah, we get the live plugin.
I called it as soon as they started talking about custom tokens and models, it's going to be giant wangs fighting with dinosaurs on. I don't know. It's going to be a thing.
Well, so real quick, so the Pale Lord, the Pale Lord there, that asset, can you pull him off into like a black background somewhere where we can see just his actual coloring without the flames and the lighting and whatnot? Yeah. Because I think this is such an iconic figure for our Blue Box fans. And I'm going to show the artwork. So let me find, I've got the close up. Let me find the full shot, JJ.
And there. So, it'll be up. I'm curious. It'll be up to you, I guess, how this gets distributed. If there's like a Blue Box token plugin, or if there's like, I don't know, where this is going to go. Because I know Renan, I haven't watched Renan's new sculpting streams, but I imagine you've already got him queued up with other models.
Yeah, I think Renan and I have been a bit scattered lately, so we probably need to figure that out. But just look at that model, and if you could zoom in on it a bit, And
I need to get him up off the ground, I think.
yeah, and the lighting is still, it's like it's washing him out. His color looks all the same. So I don't know if that's a lighting issue. Let me pull up here. This is
probably me.
Yeah, I figured it was, John. So this is the actual artwork for the Pale Lord. This was from my brain, but definitely influenced by Robert Jordan and the Wheel of Time, the Myrdal, and Doppelgangers. So this was the Pale Lord artwork done by Frederica Draws, then converted by Renan to the sculpt model. And this has turned into what you're seeing today in the Tailspire tool. It is just incredible conversion from idea to content to Tailspire.
Little bit better, I think.
There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, honestly,
Gross.
it's mind-blowing.
Little too close.
No, it's perfect.
Too close.
Look at that.
Detail.
No, it's incredible. I'm just so grateful for this community and the incredible sort of, as a DM now.
Virtual colonoscopy.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a vision. You can have an idea. You express it to these talented people, maybe grease the palm a bit so they're getting paid for their work, and bam, you have this incredible asset in Tailspire that can make your dreams hit tabletops and virtual games everywhere. Now, we can't animate this guy though, right? Because that's not going to...
Good.
That'd be a custom, like, you don't have just like because it can, no, I get that. So,
I mean, it would be work.
Yeah, it'd be work.
Yeah, because unless you have that mini in a T pose, it would be really hard to add a scalable structure.
Exactly, I can see that.
With Hero Forge minis, as you build them, they all have like their little components and parts and stuff. Whereas this is just like you took a piece of clay.
Gotcha.
So he's not actually separate parts or pieces.
All right, so we just have a couple minutes left with Ashes and Hollow. Any final comments, thoughts, questions from the audience? John, anything you'd like to prompt from them? And that looks so good.
I don't think so. I would just say definitely tune in for the latter half here as I walk John through doing this, because it's really not that hard. And at this point, there's so many new token packs being published that it's really incredible, and user friendly.
So I'd like to do a giveaway tonight, and I have two ideas for the giveaway. One would be a Tailspire license, which I'm sure Bouncy Rock would cooperate with, and then John, could I give away? You said 10 minutes. Could I give away 10 minutes of your time on a future stream where someone who has Tailspire, like a Toriano, many others, where if they have the license, you'd be willing to pop on another stream with me and help them configure the R2 Modman, all the assets. Would that be a fair thing for me to give away? I don't want to put you on the you're sure?
I don't know that you could stop me.
No, okay, all right, okay.
I have people that are like, "Hey, can you help me with these plugins?" And I'm like, hey, if you're free tonight when I'm streaming, just
okay.
Tonight, I think, Biggie Paws. I think I'm going to look at his.
Yeah, Toriano, he's streaming all the time. I know Josh does, JR. Yeah, everybody's loving Tailspire. This community is going to grow like wildfire. So as we close off the first hour, we're going to go to break. Let everybody refresh coffee, do bio breaks. We'll come back, and then it's going to be all practical tips. As I'm going to share my screen through Zoom and let John just steal my identity on my PC. And as he does that, you go watch him pretend like he's walking through my Tailspire setup. And if he gets all my bank codes and whatnot, you guys can share that and enjoy it on the stream. Before we go, though, Ashes, Hollow Fox, just one more time, I want to say thank you. I know this is probably a little bit different for you doing a Twitch stream with an audience and whatnot, but I am so grateful. You guys are clearly talented and good people, and I'm thankful to have you in this community, and I'll give you the last word, either one of you, or John, if you would like to close it off.
I talk too much as it is. I'm ready. I'm willing to, if Lord Ashes or Hollow want to talk. Right. Look at me talking right now.
No, exactly. Or so let me be more specific. So Ashes, I think you've been more talkative, and I love that. Thank you so much. Hollow, you've been more reticent. But Tell me about your favorite D&D moment. Hollow, can you think about that? Like in your own game rooms with your friend, you got lots of books there. Clearly you've played a lot. I would love to hear a little bit about your, forget Tailspire, your D&D moment that you loved. And Ashes, you were about to say something, so you can go ahead and talk while Hollow's figuring out how to answer my question.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much for having me. And anybody who has not walked over to that modding Discord, I encourage you to show up, say hello, and whatever level of modding you want to do, there's people there that will help you.
And I think that's such a good message because some people are intimidated. Like this can seem complicated, it really can. But as I've dived into it, it's not that tough. And I think having members of the community that are willing to help is a really, really important part of acclimating people to the power of the tool, but the accessibility of the tool. So Lord Ashes, on behalf of this entire community, I say thank you. Hollow, I put you on the spot. Give me a good D&D moment, my friend.
So my favorite setting is actually Starfinder.
My
favorite moment is when one of the players ended up taking out a Covenant cruiser with a nuclear bomb that they kind of vented through an actual airlock.
Nice.
Love it. Very well said. Very well said. And so we support all kinds of role playing here. We love the Starfinder stuff. We love, of course, I talk about Dark Sun all the time, post-apocalyptic, James Bond, Marvel, whatever your flavor of role play is, I support it. But I'm a fan of OG D&D, classic medieval tropes. And I know both Hollow and Lord Ashes have to go. I want to say thank you to both of you. And with that, we're going to go to break, and we come back from break. It'll be Evelyn, John, and I. Don't leave, fans. I know the viewership's going to grow here in the back half of the hour because this is when people are normally seeing us on Blue Box. And we're going to watch the practical tips as John Demon Goon goes through and configures my Tailspire. I already have R2 Modman installed. I've got some of these plugins, but I haven't fussed with them in probably a month. So I'm sure I'm out of date on a lot of things, and he's just going to do all the good wizardly stuff. And with that,
double clicking.
And we'll do a giveaway after the break, and that giveaway will include a Tailspire license and it's time with John Demon Goon configuring your mods and plugins. Blue Box will be right back. Lord Ashes, thank you, my friend. We're still live on audio, but you're no longer seen, and I know this was a time out of your schedule. I'm grateful.
No, I'm glad to be here, but now I do have to go because I'm in a campaign that has started 3 minutes ago.
Go.
I'm needed, so
go play your game. You're fine, my friend.
I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, John, but my favorite genre and setting is superheroes.
Is it really? I haven't played that since I was in high school, but I did enjoy it. There's something about your superpowers, your invisibility, your flight, your X-ray vision, your, laser, whatever. I just think all roleplay is fun. Putting yourself in the identity of a different character, imagining, it's always been fun. Thank you, JR. No worries, Hollow. Man, again, thank you, John. Getting those guys on, I know you could tell they're not like accustomed to be on streams, but they were very, very accommodating to the viewers and helpful, and I thought they were just both great. So thank you.
They are so helpful in that Discord.
You could tell,
I mean,
yeah.
If someone comes in and is like, "Hey, how do I do a thing?" Lord Ashes, I need to write a script or something that like actually parses the general channel, because his normal response has got to be 1,000 words. It's got, this massive, detailed instruction to help people do what they need to do.
Wow.
And it's, they're just so willing to help anyone that enters the Discord. It's amazing.
All right, so while we're on break, let me launch my Tailspire again here, and I'm going to share my screen. Wait, okay. Oh, no, I need to...
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Evelyn, I didn't think through this. If I share my screen with him, that messes all my views up on Slobs. So I can give him Ninja. Can I give you control on Ninja, John?
He stepped away. I think his headset's off.
I saw
so.
that. I think I can, so let me try. I don't think I can do... Thank you so much, Heavy Wallet. Or Heavy Waiter. Thank you, RPG. Appreciate that. I don't think I can do screen control through Ninja, though. I think it's only sharing. All right, so let me check my emergency screen. I might have to go to that. Okay, and if I do that, and I do that, things here. Thank you, viewers, for your patience. I'm actually doing something I've never done before, which is give someone control of my screen on stream. Also share it with you. I think with that, remove that. And then we crop it. I will get it, though. No fear. I am Gen X. I am not baby boomer. Oh, I'm sorry. I just insulted people. I love the boomers. I'm really close to boomer as well, so no shade intended. I just love to fiddle with techie stuff, so that's all good.
Okay, I'm back.
Hang on. So I'm trying to get you set up here so you can actually both see me and my screen and do local edits. So I didn't see a way in Ninja to give you control, only viewership. So I am sharing now through Zoom. You're already seeing my screen, I think, through Zoom, right? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm trying to get that where people can see what you're doing and...
Oh, I can request remote control.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that. That's not the concern is making sure they can see what I have here, this little Zoom window, and also see my screen, which I'll have just in 1 second. So window screen capture, add source.
Well, they should be able to see if we do the OBS Ninja thing.
It's okay. I got it. Hang on. Just give me a second here. I'll have it.
Okay. Oh, it's probably better if they see yours, though, because then it's not like
no, exactly.
Through the...
Exactly. I think this will be a better way to do it.
You were 100 miles ahead of me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to sound like that.
No, like
I was,
you're just bringing me up to the speed on the last.
no worries. Yeah,
Don't feel bad.
I fiddle with this stuff all the time. So hang on. All right. And
I'll chat with.
I got it. And all right. So then I'll probably have to help you with things like getting my R2 Modman up to the right monitor and whatnot. So we'll work through that. Let me pull that over there. And actually, maybe I can change this view to that. Yeah, much better. All right, so that, and then this, and then this, and then that. Thank you, viewers. Hang with us. Oh, yeah, much better. All right, we have it now. And you are seeing my Tailspire screen, correct, John?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Blue Box is returning, and this is going to be on our special page. Chat many.
Special page.
It is special. All right. Welcome back, and you should all be seeing Evelyn, I, and John at the bottom, and then you have my Tailspire screen over there, and then I'm going to have to pop up things like R2 Modman and move them into the top half of the screen so they can be seen, because I got like 4 monitors happening here. So John, first thing you'd like me to do is we're going to have control of this monitor, right? So go ahead and request. And I can approve.
View options, request, remote control. Gimme.
You got it. You are approved.
Click to start. Wait, click to start the mouse keyboard.
Yeah, all right. So you're now controlling Tailspire, which is my top monitor. So you'll need me to probably drag things up to that monitor because I don't think you can go to lower monitors on Zoom.
Okay. So first, I just want to answer Pat Draws. So Pat Draws, there is this dude named Commander Phoenix, or Commander Phoenix. It's like the little Phoenix Fox. I'm a member of his Patreon, and anytime that I have a token or something that I need converted or decimated or painted to be used in Tailspire, I just reach out to them. And I think they're retired. They love doing it. And so if you have something like the Glitter Bomb John token that you want to have a transparent thong, that you want to have a light source inside of it, reach out to him.
Really?
Just I gotta shout out my friends. I owe him like 10 favors at this point.
Okay.
The Pale Lord, I definitely owe him.
Thank you, Phoenix.
So here's what I need. I need to close Tailspire, and I need to see the R2 Modman.
Okay. All right. So
I suppose I could have done that, couldn't I have?
yeah, you could have closed that, but you probably can't pull up R2 Modman because my command bar is down here. But I'll pull that up for you. R2. Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry, if that just screwed up all your...
No, it didn't. It didn't screw up anything. So, bam. Now you have it. Take control, sir.
Wait, what?
Did screen share? Oh, it stopped as the window. Oh, I didn't think I was sharing a window. I thought I was sharing a monitor. So let me share the entire screen. That's my fault. Screen 4 and screen 2. There goes sharing. All right, now you should be good. Request control.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new profile. Like we're just going to totally start from scratch. I think I'm going to
you have to request again. Okay.
Perfect. So we're going to create a whole new profile. This is going to be, I don't know, Blue Box, new.
Okay.
Create. There's a little bit of lag for me. So I'm going to select this profile, and this profile has nothing installed.
Right.
And so I'm just going to go to online. The ones you're after have extra in the name. So there's this extra asset registration and the extra asset library plugins. Just get the registration one. And what this plugin does is it looks through your Tailspire directory and it looks for what are called Unity asset bundles. And that is what that is the format that the models are in right now. It's going to be extended to do some other formats, but for now, this is the asset bundle is just the way to go. I don't know why the modelers tell me that.
right, while you're doing this,
Also-
I got to respond to the chat. So
Sure.
a couple things. One, the Glitter Bomb John thing is getting out of hand. I'm feeling harassed, so that's got to stop.
Oh.
I'm teasing. So Pat Draws asked if we could make the thong semi-translucent and have permanent light source, which you referenced earlier. Hollow Fox said, yeah, it was his comment was meant for the West Marches, ended with using a liquid snake. And then Hollow Fox also said, shout out to Mythic and EBKR from Thunderstore. They built the mod manager and they host the site. So thank you so much to them.
Yeah, they host all the files and everything on their side. Okay, so now we have the extra asset registration plugin. And then while we're here, just because it came up, we're going to go ahead and get the asset pack that has the effects in it. Because why not? And it's just, you just click once and you just click download and it's going to go get them all. This is a big one. This is probably the biggest plugin
Okay.
right now, is the one that has all the dark orb explosions and stuff. And I mean, at that point, you just kind of browse. Like, what do you want? Do you want the replicator, I'm assuming?
Yeah, the replicator, the animator.
Okay, so the replicator plugin, and the animations are default with the registry plugin.
Okay.
So replicator, download the replicator.
And then John, as you're doing this, obviously the question is, when Tailspire puts up their next rev, does R2 Modman keep up with those updates, or do you have to go back in and reinstall new packages when you have an update from Bouncy Rock?
So when Bouncy Rock updates Tailspire, then all of the mod authors are going to have to update their mods in case they break.
Right.
And because there's not a big user base right now, it's just a matter of like when someone lets them know that something broke. Like there's nothing that'll inherently tell them at this point.
Okay.
But when you come here, if there's a new version of a plugin, it'll just say at the top, there's a new version of whatever plugin, and you just click a button and it downloads it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have extra asset libraries. We have the effects. There's one that, so there's an Ettercap pack that's got some Ettercaps. That's a cool one.
Sure.
And then I think someone released a Beholder one. There's like a new Beholder.
Where's Vivi?
Asset pack.
Right? Did someone
exactly.
send
Scott and
Abhorrent
Brad
Eyes?
Evil Eyes.
Yeah. Abhorrent Eyes could definitely be the one.
And so yeah, this is how you get mods. It's pretty. What else do we need? We got Replicator, we got assets, we got whatever. I personally like the camera tools plugin.
AGR. Oh yes, the camera tools are very helpful because I like getting kind of plane level views, close-ups, which is tough to do with the basic camera install.
So let's get camera tools. I should put together a list. I need to do my second how to GM in Tailspire YouTube video. So because I'm going to do two. One of them that's like vanilla and one that's with plugins that I recommend. Okay, so the asset tooltip plugin, HoloFox made a plugin that actually displays the name of the asset in the library at the bottom now. When you mouse it.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
No, seriously, many times I struggle with finding the names. That's.
Trying to think if there's any other. Oh, there's a color picker. That's interesting.
More fog colors?
Yeah. Is this for fogs?
I'm sorry, looking down below. There's one called More Fog Colors.
Oh yeah. How far down? Is
right
it?
there.
Here we go. Yeah. So HoloFox made More Fog Colors.
I like that because I've played with some of the fog colors. They're cool, but I can always use more.
There's a bunch of elves that Phoenix made.
Yeah, you could never have enough elves.
A Tarask.
Yeah, for next LMA, we could talk about that and then push it on our GHA crew. It'd be fun. I've already thrown tough stuff at them, so a Tarask would be good.
And this is by the Fourth Culture. They're another D&D stream. I think they're in Japan, right? I think they're out of Japan. They made a Spelljammer and the mini Tarask. And they're the guy who runs it, Ramji, is actually pretty close with the modders and stuff.
Okay. So maybe a future LMA stream, we could have him in.
Yeah, you should totally talk to
Yeah,
him.
let's do that. Let's see
Have you used the grab drop plugin before?
No, what's that do?
So what the grab drop plugin allows you to do is you highlight a token, and then you right click another token and you just select grab, and then when you move the first token, it will move the second token.
Can you grab drop multiple, or is it just binary?
You can both daisy chain and have.
Oh gosh, yes, I want that.
Yeah.
There have been so many times I want to like grab all the PC tokens and drop them to another area simultaneously, and I can't do that in the basic set.
And horses are the big one for me.
Yeah.
Like if they've got a pack of donkeys or something. There's invisibility plugin. The invisibility will make a token visible to only that player and the GM. But this is probably
let's just start.
Good.
That's good. Yeah.
Let's not introduce too many conflicts.
Yeah, exactly. And we pull this up so people can see it. There's the little
And that's
command
it.
prompt. Yep.
Actually, that's like we're done. Now, whenever you go to your library at the bottom, the tokens that we've added will be there. The other plugins that we added, you just right-click for the most part, and there's like a context menu that you select from, and it all works.
Yeah, you should take great offense to that, Evelyn. One is not too many elves. That is. I liked you before, but no, that's not a fair statement, my friend.
Where is Tailspire? Is it back here?
Yeah, it's behind this. Hang on. So, there you go. Oh no, Tailspire. It's behind all this, I think.
There it is.
And I can minimize this window for you. Hang on. You got it. So I think an important point here is if you saw what he did, what you can do with the R2 mod man is you can launch Tailspire either in its native application form or in the modded form. So you never have to worry like, the mods are going to screw up my whole application. When you launch, you can go back to the original native sort of pristine form of Tailspire, or you can launch the modded form.
Yep. I will say, though, and this is a good place to do a huge disclaimer, that just to be careful, because there's a lot of weird combinations of things that haven't been thoroughly tested. Like what happens if you're in a board and you spawn in a bunch of custom minis and someone joins the board who doesn't have plugins?
Right.
I ran into that problem and there's some conflict. So what I'd like to do is never load a board that I have an intention of publishing or that I really, really, really care about. Like make a copy of it and then play in that other board with the plugins and stuff installed, in case anything goes wrong, really. So just be careful.
Sure.
And then I like having a board that's like a launching point board where all the players log in, and then I can ask, okay, does everyone have the whatever plugins installed before we, go to where we're going?
Yeah, no, I like that. But I think also that's an interesting point for the way you use the tool. So typically with Tailspire, you've seen how I run it. I'm running it on my machine. I control the assets. The players, they are viewing on Twitch. They're not actually logged in, which is not the core Tailspire model. Now, the upside to that is controlling the views, making sure they see what you want. The downside is, for example, today I saw all those asset animations and the kicks and no DM can DM properly and control each of those things that these characters could do with those animations, which would be super fun. So I have a question for you, which I want you to think about. I did not get to take my restroom break during the break because I was fixing all this stuff, so I'm going to run up real quick. Sure. But is there a way or a plugin? Here's what I would love to have. I would have my players logged in to Tailspire, controlling their own minis, if I could control their view to the plane that the mini eye could see. So if you follow me, so if she has that asset, she can only look around and see what would be visible to that asset, not growing up, looking over my maps and all my terrain. I want to control them. Does that plugin exist, or is there a way to do it natively?
Someone is creating a plugin that will only allow the camera to move so far away from a token they control.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, someone's either working on it or...
Yes, vantage point. Exactly right, Tom. Yes. That vantage point to me would be, as a DM, because having this unlimited control for panning up and zooming, they can see the maps. Now you got to have the hide volumes and all the things you have to control with fog and. But if you could control, they can only see what that mini could see or within a certain range. That makes this a killer app.
Yeah, and I don't remember how long ago they were talking about that, but it's in the ideas channel on that Discord.
I should have brought that up with Hollow Fox and Lord Ashes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable. It's just a matter of it being done. And it's one of those, like, it could already be done, but I don't know the name of the plugin because there's so many plugins now that I can't know them all. There used to, when there's only like 30, I had a pretty good grasp of them. But there's new ones getting published all the time.
No, I get that.
Chat Whisper.
Yeah,
I don't know what they would have
first person player view, exactly. Everybody, you have the beautiful, talented, amazing Esther on stream now. So just say hi, Esther, in the chat and let her know how much she is loved. She is the cutest little girl. And you carry on, my friend. Oh, another new chatter, Signal 151. Okay. Yeah, exactly. As a DM, those controls would be helpful.
So here's what I want to see.
All right.
I want to see you place a custom token.
Oh, okay, sure. So I'll do this. I'm going to go to a creature and let's pop a beholder in there. Boom.
Bam. There you go. So we went from
that's so cool.
No plugins installed at all.
Look at that.
To randomly selecting plugins to having beholders on the board in like a minute.
So awesome. And then let's push.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So that's as easy as it is. And if everyone has the plugins installed, they all see them. If they don't, then I think it throws an error or something.
So then, is there a way to have a... So again, if you do it the way I do it, where I'm controlling the views and my players are just watching through Twitch, this is easy because they don't have to have this stuff installed. But if I want to have them have the ability to log in, is that my custom fog? You have pink fog? Look at that.
Mm-hmm. So you have new fogs in the list is all that. Red fog.
Love it, love it, love it. Oh, wow, look at that one. That is cool. Come on, DMs. Can you not see what you could do with this? Did you not dream of this? Absolutely amazing. So
and then the grab one, so you just select one token, and then I think you right-click another one, and then there's like a little fist option, grab, and then it should work, theoretically. Or is it the other way? I can never remember.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh.
They're reversed.
All right, and so let's zoom out. Can you pull them like...
Whoa.
Quickly, far, other part of the map, way across the city. Yeah, look at that. And you could grab 4, grab all of them.
So if I had, so say I select this one,
right.
Then I right-click my original one, and I do the grab again.
Okay. And then I went and grab again.
Select my other one, select him, do grab. Then when I move this guy, they all move. It's not ideal.
No, but it's still workable. I mean, right now I respawn the assets. Like I have to go and create them again if I'm going below ground, above ground, other side of the city. I don't want to pull and drag all the assets, so I recreate them. Now I've got duplicates, which slows down system performance. If I could just pull them, that's cool.
I wonder if I can't teleport it and have it move it. That's like too much, right?
I'm sorry, I'm pulling your cursor away. Go ahead.
Yoink. Oh, that was weird. Oh, what?
What?
No.
What?
That's not a thing. What?
What?
I didn't know that was a thing.
How did you do that?
So you know how you shift click to teleport?
Yes.
I just targeted the one that's dragging everybody, and apparently it just frickin' worked. Okay, I did not. So
I'm sorry. I'm losing viewers because I'm geeking out so hard right now. But this is so frickin' cool. All right, so John, I really do have to run up and use the restroom real quick. But
sure.
So if I have back to the way I use Tailspire, my players typically come in, they watch through Twitch, I control the assets. But if I wanted to really grow the way I use it and have them all logged in, control of a view would be sort of point 1. But point 2 would be these assets. Is there a way to package? So, for example, I as a DM have these 7 mods. Can I package them and send it to them, or I just get to give them the name? They got to do an R2 Modman and select them themselves, or is there a way to make this easier for, let's say you have players that are not necessarily super tech savvy? Can you make it easier for them to have your mods as a DM?
Okay, do you want me to answer that before you go to the bathroom or after?
After, please. I'll be right back.
Okay. Because there's many ways to approach that. And they're getting better. They're getting better now too. Oh man, what other? Didn't we get some other? We got the eyes and we got the elves, right? What elves did we get?
All of them. All the elves.
Which ones are the new ones? Dark elf. Yeah, I don't think Bouncy Rock would produce this one. What's funny is if I click and, whoa, what did I do? There she is. If I click and rotate it and look at John's stream, it's faster than what I'm seeing in Zoom. So it's like, I don't know, it's weird. So we got a couple elves here. Is this a new one? The warrior elf too?
I think so. I know the ranger has been in there, and the like druid looking one.
Yeah, these are the only 2 that stand out as new. And the bases disappearing is just a current bug that Hollow's already got fixed. He just needs to release a new version of it. Oh, Biggie Paws, that is 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Sorry. 9 p.m. PST. That's when I'm streaming. I think I'm going to stream tonight. I got to clear it with my better half first. Okay, so some questions here. You can deposit teleports until the group. You can export, import profiles. Yeah. Also, does the group rotate around the origin of the main token, or will they rotate individually? I don't remember. What did they do when I moved him? I don't think they rotate at all, Hollow. When I'm doing this number, they just move their X and Y positions. Replicator, I need to have John do the replicator just to make sure he knows how to do it, because it's not there's no like UI for replicator. All right, what was the question?
So the question was, if I have player, oh, sorry, go good. Yeah, you need.
I'm joking. Yeah. Okay, so the question is, how can we make sure that all the players have the plugins that they need and that it's hopefully easy to get them set
easiest
up?
way possible? Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
So one way would be that everybody's got, R2 Modman, and you just give them a list.
Okay.
Here's the list, and literally installing a plugin is like you double click. It's not difficult to do. Like you click it, you click download, and then you click download again, and you have them all. That's one way. Another way is there's a plugin called it might be the file access plugin. I can't remember. There's like a file distribution plugin where if everybody has the plugin, you click a button and then you select like a local zip file on your computer, and it will ask all of the players, hey, do you want to download this zip file?
So yeah, that's kind of more what I'm asking. Yes, I wash my hands, everyone's top. So how do you do that?
And so I never used it. Is it the asset downloader plugin? Okay. Allows GM to request download of an asset zip file on all clients, and I think it automatically extracts the files into their Tailspire directory.
So
right. So if I download it, we have to restart. What am I? Oh shoot! I'm looking at my R2 Modman, not yours.
Yeah.
R2 Modman. Sorry.
It's okay.
Like,
No, we're doing cool techie things here. So yeah, it's okay to get confused.
It's so responsive.
Yes.
Okay, so asset downloader plugin. Here we go. So we go here. So say you have a zip file of all of your custom tokens
Right.
that don't have a plugin. Maybe you just went and made them yourself. Like, so for example, the Pale Lord right now does not have a plugin.
Right.
So you would need to distribute him using this. But I don't know what is the button for it?
Here, I'll pull that up so you can see it. Hang on.
Okay.
There you go.
So let me look here. What's the right control D? And this is where you got to kind of read the instructions in here because there's no real standard for what some of these hotkeys and stuff are. And so you could have 10 plugins installed and like control every letter does something different. And there's nowhere for you to go to.
Okay, so chatters, beyond the ultra ad on the right hand side, are you guys following this, or is this now getting to the point where it's like too much and scaring you off? Because I'm following, but it's getting to my limit of the amount of content I can sort of absorb with the customizations and whatnot. So Tom said, if a campaign, you open the board when the DM goes to something. Exactly. No, so they have to have the plugins, Tom. That's what we're talking. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you, JR. You're following John Flash out of Repair and Play.
Here's the quirkiness.
Okay.
To use even like the asset downloader where the DM is like, you just click a button and then you find a zip file and then everyone just downloads the zip file and it does the magic thing. You have to have a plugin to do that. And so it's a little bit like if you already are going to have the plugins, access to the plugin manager, why not just go get the plugins versus having someone send you a zip file?
Yeah.
Unless you have custom stuff.
Right. Because ideally what I'm looking for would be great to have one button click, right? So I've got 10 different plugins. I've got custom assets. I've got the custom fog and the, the lighting and all that. And then I send someone a link, they click it, and it downloads all those mods to their local Tailspire. Yep. Maybe that's a Holofox or a Lord Ashes.
Holo mentioned that in R2 Modman, if I can get that back
Yep, you got it.
So in R2 Modman, you have your profile, right? So how do I get back to the profile list? Profile. Change profile. Enable. So you can export your profile.
And
so if you have a profile that's like Blue Box Players,
right,
that you set up, if you send them the profile and they import that profile, when they load it up and select the profile,
it'll pull all those mods.
It'll go grab them all.
That's what I wanted. There you go. Awesome.
So that's probably your best bet, I would think.
Export as a file. Love it, love it, love it. All right,
I've never done it, so it's some combination of.
Well, Evelyn, do you have Tailspire on your machine, right? All right, so can we do that? Let's test it. Let's send it to Evelyn and let her try it and see what it does.
Let's try export as a file.
Hang on, let me pull this up for you because it's on the bottom. Hang on, I'm gonna take control. There you go.
I have no idea.
There you go.
Here. Okay, so now we have an R2Z file, which just click and drag that in. Something to Evelyn.
It's 5 kilobytes?
It's just text.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to send it to you in Discord, Evelyn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so there's nothing in it. It's just when she imports it, the profile is going to want to download those plugins.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So
to an email. Sorry.
Email. No. Email. Email. What's email? Is that a thing?
I'll mail you a zip drive.
Well, I have a floppy disk here somewhere. Let me grab that.
Yeah. And if you have R2 Modman installed, then it should just load right up. Oh, sorry, I might have switched your focus, John. I clicked.
Oh, you're fine. I got it. Just stop clicking.
And that's that I think is really kind of the next hurdle is like, how do we make sure that everybody has the same plugins? There is actually a plugin that's called like Plugin Checker or something where if everybody's on a board, the DM can click a button and it will tell them all of the plugins that their players have installed. And if someone doesn't, like, for example, if someone accidentally starts Tailspire not via R2 Modman, like vanilla, that person's instance just won't report back. And so the GM will immediately know, hey, you need to be sure to start Tailspire through R2 Modman or something instead.
That makes sense. I'll try again here. Paste. Yeah, it doesn't like that. So let me try drag and drop. There we go. And you should have it, Evelyn.
I am seeing file.
File.
Okay.
BlueBox_new. Yeah, so if anyone's just joining, what we're talking about now is how to like share these mods. If you're a DM, you got 4 or 5 players, and you want to make it easier for them to have all the same assets and plugins that you have, how do you send it to them? And this zip file, which is exported, should hopefully do it.
It should just have this list, and then it'll probably prompt with like, hey, you need to go download them, I'm assuming.
Can you share your screen, Evelyn?
Not currently.
Okay.
I'm looking.
This is the crunchy bit.
Yeah, but that's
Like-
good. You need the crunchy, because the conceptual is great, but the crunchy is critical.
The overall experience is that you kind of just double-click the plugins you want, and then you fire it up, and everybody has to have double-clicked the same thing.
No, I wish I didn't have family over tonight, which hopefully none of my family's watching now. They're hearing me say that, but I want to fiddle around with this and play with it because this is so freaking cool.
I could sit there and just fire off those like effect explosions. For,
Yeah, I know, and
forever.
the animations
Balls of
and
fire.
Castaway. I'm telling you, like the first time I saw a video game, vector graphic tapping his foot while the guy was standing there, he was kind of like breathing. You could see his it was to me magic.
Okay, so it's
It just-
currently importing.
All right, good. So, Lord Forth, William, give me the floppy disk sizes you are aware of. Pop in the chat, or anyone, how many floppy disks sizes are you aware of? Because I know of 3 main sizes. So if you can list the 3 main sizes, and I think I have one that will be, no, there was 5.5, not 5.3, I think. No, wait, no,
May have to
3 1/4,
restart.
5.5, 3 1/4, 5. Was it 5.3? 11.5. What?
No.
No, there was never
11.5.
11.5. 3.25, 5, and then there's the one I knew no one would get. 3.5, 5. That's right, 3.5, 5 1/4, and a larger one. It was not 9. It was 8. 8-inch floppies. I had one. I had
Wow.
a Xerox. Xerox used to make PCs. My mom worked for them, and I had a Xerox machine. Had 8-inch floppy, and they were truly floppy in the drive. So 3 1/4, 5.5, or 3.5, 5 1/4, and 8-inch is the
And
answer.
then zip. But that
Yeah, well, zip. Yeah, it
was hard.
That sucked.
I think you might have to restart R2 Modman.
Okay. Want me to do it, or you got it?
Well, I can close it.
Yeah, and I can relaunch it. Hang on.
Oh, that's why I was trying to start Tailspire, but it was like open.
Yeah, Tailspire's. All right.
Sorry, it was me. It wasn't.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It wasn't R2 Modman. But did we change anything?
Okay. So Fizz Cannon. That's one of my favorite topics. I want to talk about that, but I'm sorry, John. What'd you say?
Let's just go ahead and restart Tailspire.
Okay.
Just
All right. You got it.
just as a.
Uh huh.
And then I want to see if Evie can get. I'm going to invite Evie to this campaign
Perfect.
and see if she can see the.
So I'll relaunch it and put it up on that screen for you, right?
It's still going. Still downloading, or is it still importing?
I mean, the Tailspire's closed on my system. So.
Well, I mean, Evie,
Oh, yeah.
27% imported.
I think it's just because I have a bunch of stuff running right now with the
Oh, okay.
stream. So it's going to take a bit.
probably the effects, is my guess. Let's get the campaign code here.
While he's doing this, I have an important question I have not asked all night, and I don't know why. I'm just absolutely failing as a DM. But if you're watching tonight and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower who's not subbed, or a sub who has allowed your sub to expire, which I think could be very few of you, because like the last 2 sessions, you guys have been amazing. Sorry, go ahead, John.
Did you start Tailspire via R2 Modman?
No, I didn't. I screwed up. Yep, you're right. But still, what are you doing? Enjoy and follow us. Yes. All right. So let me do that again. Great cautionary tale.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Select profile. And so, yeah, I have, for example, when I'm building, I have two profiles that I use. One profile is I'm like building on my own or in some board and I'm playing around and it's not a big deal.
Hey, let me grab this command real quick. So I want people to see this command prompt here. I'll pull it up. There you go. All right. So you can see all the command prompt stuff, like it's loading all the mods in the background.
Doing its thing. But I have one profile that I consider like a safe one to be doing collaboration work with someone who does not have plugins. Like it's all mods around like the camera or draw distance or things like that. That doesn't actually affect anything on the board. And then I have one that's like, you know, just me doing streaming stuff where I have max mods. Okay. And then I'll get you an invite code real quick. Maybe. Copied to clipboard. Nope. It wasn't actually copied to the clipboard. Oh, it's copied to John's clipboard.
Oh, okay. All right. I can paste it to her. I'll send it to you in Discord again, Evelyn.
Computerception.
Right.
What's happening?
It's okay.
I'm still importing, so
Boom. There it is.
got it. I'm still importing, so it's gonna be a bit.
Yeah.
We're doing techie things here. She's in. Huzzah!
Did you make it?
Wait, no?
No, I'm still importing. It's only at 29%.
What?
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Still,
weird.
it's only at 29% imported.
Okay, so can you please take the hamsters that are spinning the wheel on your internet and whip them a bit? I'm sorry. Was that jerky?
Well,
I
we could ask
didn't
Fizz.
mean to be a jerk. I was teasing.
Hey, Fizz. Is there delay? Probably. Fizz is probably there.
Yeah, he is. I
Here,
saw Fizz.
Can you send the invite code to me on Discord, and then I can shoot it to Fizz, and then he can try. And that will tell us.
The same one I sent her, right?
Issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'll send it to you just a sec, Fizz. I mean, if you've got time, Fizz, I'm just assuming you do. You only answered that you were there, not that you were willing to help.
So I popped the code into you, John, just now that was sent to Evelyn.
Where?
In Discord.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Got it. Send it to Fizz. I would do it on mine, but I've got like your screen and all kinds of stuff. Okay. All right, Fizz. Or wait, no, what am I doing? Okay, so that's the invite code, but we want to send Fizz the profile.
Okay.
Right, so that's the file
Back to the R2
that you
Modman.
sent me before.
Do you have R2 Modman installed, Fizz? Do you use plugins?
Ooh, it just jumped up to 40%.
Okay. All
Going a
right.
little
We're getting
faster
close.
now.
Whip those
hoping
hamsters.
that- We are hoping that you could help us test the
No, he doesn't.
Oh, you don't use plugins. All right. Did you not see what we just did this stream?
God.
We can just wait. We can just visit.
Can wait. We'll raid Jay in a moment. Jay is always patient. He knows what we do here, and Lord
Yeah.
Gazumba and I are close friends, so he never begrudges me going a bit long because he knows I always support him. So
Okay.
I
I'm
got
trying to
it.
think of what.
There's that.
Oh, in your intro video, man, is Time Lord's wife that tall? There's like a picture of her where it looks like she's like towering over folks.
she's pretty tall,
It's more
but
that
she's
Danny's short.
yeah.
Oh.
So
Picture of
I was
I
like, what?
I'd say she's 5'9", 5'9", 5'10". Is that right,
Okay.
Evelyn?
Okay.
she's not that tall.
To 5'8", 5'7".
I'm not sure
Okay.
exactly. She's not.
Yeah.
She's taller than me, but she's not super.
Okay, so can we just clear the air? I'm the tallest member of Blue Box, 6'3", right? Anyone else taller? Is there? Wait, I think there might be. Hold on. No, I don't think so. Maybe?
We got some tall folks. I don't know who's the tallest.
Yeah. Pat's pretty tall, and the other Pat's pretty tall. Pat and Pat. I don't know.
Hydraulics isn't though.
No, I meant like Pat 66 and yeah, you know what I meant.
Okay. Can you send me the file, the one that you copied over to Evie
Yeah.
in Discord?
Mhm.
I'm gonna send it to Fizz. He's pretty quick about this. So,
Okay.
oh, who's 6'1"? Pat 66 is 6'1".
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Aha! It's there, 100%. Okay. Select profile. Got it. It's installed.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Then go ahead.
Okay, I'm launching Tailspire through R2 Modman.
All right. So
And-
can I
And
kill?
Did you join the or? Okay,
And
then you
I'll
join the
put
campaign.
in the I'll put the campaign in
Okay.
as soon as
All right.
Tailspire's open.
I'm excited. Please work.
Hello. Let's
Do it.
go.
Come on, cross your fingers.
Your
Cross your fingers. Actually,
Kevin is 6% of 6'5"? Okay. Then I'm down. I'm basically 6'3", 6'5", eclipses me, so that sucks.
Copy that.
Yeah, Biggie, I knew you were 6'2". I knew that, my friend.
so John, I want you to do something for me,
Okay.
please. So I want to see you use the Replicator plugin.
Okay.
So hit Control F,
Okay.
and it's supposed to be for fill, I guess is what it's supposed to mean. Now,
Then-
in the bottom right, select your line tool with the M right there. Okay, and then just draw something.
Okay, I'm
Like,
coming
click
in.
and then
I'm in
move
the
and then
place
click.
between boards right now.
So left click and then left click and like make it draw like a pattern. What did you do?
No?
I hit cancel. So what you want to do is hit the M
Okay.
and then whoa. Oh, is that where your mouse is over there?
I'm here, right here.
Huh. I don't know why. I saw a... Oh, that might have been Evie. That's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
It
was
was
like...
me.
I thought he was doing it. I was like, oh man, what's happening? um, so, so just left click somewhere, John, and then, like just move your mouse and then left click again somewhere else. You want to just draw like a measuring line.
What on earth is happening here? It's not. That should be the measuring line, right? That one. Left.
Yeah. When you click and then move, is it not doing anything?
So you see, like it doing this.
Maybe it's confused because we have two mice.
Yeah, it must be.
Let me try it and see what it.
You try.
Yeah, it might be confused.
Maybe you're the DM.
Okay, it's working for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just left click, move, left click, move, left click. And then I right click once to cancel, right click once again. But I didn't have the thing turned on, of course. So Control F first. Then do it again. Click, 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 click. Are you seeing anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing you draw the.
Yeah, we're seeing the lines.
And then wall of fire. And I want to see if John can do that.
Yeah, that worked great. All right, so
cool.
See, I'm not seeing the fire.
You're not seeing the fire?
Nope, I just saw the lines and that was it.
So she doesn't have the plug-in.
But she would have to if she got a profile, right? Do you see the beholders?
Nope.
All right, so no one get afraid. This is part of yeah. I know the chatters are seeing it. The fire was the wall of fire was there. It's sweet. I know. Hey, Celtic Boar, good to see you, Celtic Boar. Thomas, we're working through the issues with tech. So
thank you for your patience walking through an unscripted demo of how to
exactly. So. John, I got a few more minutes. What else could we do to test this?
Like right now?
No, in 3 weeks. Yes, now.
What? I have a question currently.
Mm-hmm.
What view are we in? Because I'm a player looking at this, so it depends. Sometimes I can't see things if we're in the view that I can't see.
I don't know. Here, let me... Oh, I give up remote control. So if we were to try to do something for next stream, it would basically be to kind of test the methods that we talked about, have everyone go get the plugins, log into a game, and just make sure it works that way. The more people that are doing this, the more feedback the devs are going to get to be able to fix things. Because it could be that it just straight up doesn't work, but we don't know because... no one used it in an actual game or tried to test it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did you start? And you started it through R2 Modman? I think you specifically said you did.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd just be troubleshooting. Be walking through it. I'm gonna probably do it all again tonight. So.
All right, so another Blue Box session will happen here very soon. We'll work this out with Demon Goon, Hollow Fox, Lord Ashes, and the crew. But you can see we're so close. It's like Tesla full self-driving. It's not there yet. The beta 10.5 is not quite there. Struggles with roundabouts and certain lights and signals. But this is part of how tech grows. And this is going to be the most amazing way to DM games I think you can have. So thank you again to Hollow Fox, Lord Ashes, and John Demongund. I'll get ready to kick off a raid and give you guys the last word.
You want to go first, Evie?
She never goes first. No.
Okay, what do I want to say? I have a couple things. One, yes, the modders are amazing. I cannot believe how far the extra asset stuff has come along in such a short amount of time. It's only been months, a couple months at this point. So please go check out their Patreons and support them and the Discord. They put so many hours into this and so much effort, and they're very passionate about it. Another thing would be, I have a Patreon too. I do monthly builds and things like that, and I use the money that I get from my Patreon to post things like bounties for various plugins, and I have a Twitch channel also. And here's kind of a big one, is that I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter soon.
What?
I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter. So there's this module called Curse of Strahd, and in Curse of Strahd there is Castle Ravenloft, and I'm going to do Castle Ravenloft. It's not a question of if, it's just a matter of when. And my current rate is I work about 5 hours a week on these boards because I have like a family and a real job and stuff. The purpose of the Kickstarter is going to be to fund someone to work on it full time. I'll probably still work my 5 hours a week on it, but it'll be more of like quality control, fine detail and stuff. But the purpose of the Kickstarter is just to have folks get Castle Ravenloft in like 2 months rather than 8. And I'm hoping to have the video and stuff done hopefully by mid-December. So it should run from like mid-December to January or so, but to watch out for that.
All right.
And yeah.
Thank you, John. And so support that Patreon. You pop it in the chat again if you could, Evelyn, or you, John. And also, I just felt like Lord Ashes and Hollow Fox were so reticent to really promote themselves. So anything else we could like know how to support them, I would like to help both of them. They're so good, but they don't promote. So how could we help them?
I would really, people don't like it, but it's just like, go check out their Patreons. Just go into the Discord and tell them that you really like what they're doing. Like, don't just go there for feedback on like things aren't working. Like, just pop in and say that it looks great.
Right.
Because they do. They also, Lord Ashes in particular, just loves to know that people are using his stuff. And so he looks at the numbers, like number of times his things have been downloaded and like feedback and stuff like that. So really, it's the best thing you can do is to enjoy Lord Ashes' creations. That's what makes him feel the best.
And Evelyn popped all that in the chat. As always, thank you, Evelyn, here on top of things. And we're going to raid Lord Gazumba. We have kicked that off here. 10 seconds, I think. Starting the raid. And here we go. Thanks all the Blue Box fans. We appreciate all of you. Thanks to John, to HoloFox, to Lord Ashes. A great stream tonight. I'm going to be playing with all these animations, assets, the fire, the flame, the fog, the colors. It's so fun. We appreciate it. And starting the raid now. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, and I'm doing a stream probably tonight, and I think I'm going to be looking at Biggie Paw's stuff at 9 Pacific. So if anybody wants to stop in and say hi to Biggie Paws.
All right, I think the raid already kicked off, so
Oh, see ya.